Mr. Mark James! And he is Mark James!
I can't breathe in this thing! Oh my goodness! Oh, I'm sorry, I'm in shock! I just saw Beetlejuice.
Is that a fake knife?
I'm sorry about this and entering in a huff.
Is that a fake knife?
I was on my way to the show and I didn't realize that the show was now. I thought I had extra time and I was all the way over at the Jaws ride that looks like
So that's
Gringotts.
paint.
And I know, I'm right
Those
there
are
with you,
pink
and I
and
bumped
red,
into this
isn't it?
kid in a wizard robe with the snake on it. He took offense like I did it on purpose. He looked at me, he was like, I was like, hot sauce, sauce, sauce? He stabbed me. I wasn't into it at first, but then when I walked past one of the windows at Potter, it happened to writhe in the perfect pattern, and I set off a spell. I think it's a wand. It's an interactive injury. It just doesn't seem like you care, though. I'm not trying to get attention, but it seems like it doesn't seem like you care. And you guys are good. It's just the.
Well, I do care about this little bit shocked in the whole situation.
I wasn't talking about me. Like you don't care about. No, I meant like you don't care like about like your outfit. I'm not trying to.
Hey,
be rude.
how about the horror movie
It's
up
like
there?
you tried and then you gave up and then you
Aren't the
happened to get a
horror
good deal on
movies coming
some
up
shoes.
there?
$20.
Beetlejuice.
Someplace.
I'll even have a Crocs logo. They got fancy. Oh man, here we go. Don't try to stop me, brother. Fair enough. Here we go. Ah, ugh. Thank you. Did you guys believe all of that?
The whole thing?
Yes. I read an acting pamphlet.
You can read now?
It was an audiobook. Thanks for calling it out. I'm Mark, as Alex said, I'm
I
a
didn't
makeup artist for
believe
real. So happy to be here. Thank you guys for coming. It's my job to gross you out, freak you out, and weird you out.
Now, I'm sure a lot of guys don't realize this, but Universal actually invented the horror movie as we know it today.
True that, glow stick hands from a dance festival. I brought you guys a clip to get you in the mood. These are some of my favorite moments in Universal's legacy of horror.
But before we see the stuff, this one is used to it. If you're easily nauseated or you're being frightened, just close your eyes.
For real, let your kids watch. Today I'm going to show you guys how we did those same special effects and illusions. End of time allows. Probably later in the show we'll show you what's behind this curtain of mystery.
This is something he's working on for a children's show project.
And hopefully with the audience reaction, when we see that at the end of the show, it'll be like a finale. But do me a favor in the meantime, run over here to the sink area. I need you to put on the, I left you something on the hook there, actually. There's a little bit of a goggle thing. Perfect. Yeah, you can put that on because I need you in a moment, good sir, to run out to this sweet audience.
Yeah.
Obviously we have each other, but I think it'd be fun if we involved one of our guests. I need
Yeah.
Whoa, was that in unison? Almost. Take a one runaway walk. Jack the Clown, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. He just booed your butt. Now listen here, Badunka. I need you to run out into this crowd, find a volunteer whose family doesn't need them anymore. The world is your oyster.
You guys are very colorfully dressed up. I appreciate that. I wanted to go to the park with you today.
I just decided to come here. That's my choice.
Next time, call me and I'll come with you. I'll even pick you up. This is a crazy bunch right here. I think I would like to have this guy right here on the end. Let's give him the volunteer. Yeah!
Man!
Here on the trap door. A man. Here's some ointment. My name's Alex, and your name is?
I'm DJ.
DJ, nice to meet you. DJ, this is Mark.
Hello, DJ. Nice to meet you. Where are you from, sir?
Philadelphia.
DJ from
DJ
Philadelphia.
from
Thanks for
Philly!
making it. I thought I smelled cream cheese. And who are you with today, DJ?
My girlfriend.
Hello. You paused right before you said girlfriend, and then both she and the girl in white waved. What's your story? Since DJ is in the midst of a love triangle, and it's looking like it's moving up to an octagon, I'm going to give you all the pieces you need to mediate the situation. Also, like a tour guide for the part. If you want to just put together some arms, legs, we will find you a torso. All you have to do is
Why do you gotta scare people?
I paid someone to lay in that counter all day.
What's that?
Listen,
Your mother's in there?
I was wondering why you haven't called. Okay, so call her.
It smells bad.
I'm so sorry. I'm right on over. I understand.
Just put that down.
Yeah, we'll get you right over here to the rolling cart.
This job is
It's not you, it's him. And you come off a little German. DJ, you're gonna be our assistant, if you don't mind. Can we call you DJ? Sure. Thanks, DJ. Roll me up that sleeve, sir. Folks, you may be wondering where we got all those severed body parts that are on the counter back there. I'll show you one way.
Me?
I wanna...
I'm your friend.
You're scared? I wanna show them how we do
Then
it.
you're gonna cut.
Dude, for real, who are we supposed to use?
Ooh.
DJ! DJ, I'm not going to use this big sharp blade. I'm going to use this one instead. This thing will cut through a tin can. And the big sister from Full House. Candace, could you put your arm over the Perfect. Your brother was terrific in that Tower of Terror movie. I'm going to cut your arm for their enjoyment. It's going to look like it hurts. Your job's to make them believe it does. So if you could, Deej, give us a big scream for practice. 1, 2, 3. That works. Yeah. Like Pee Wee Herman in Home Alone. I love it. Here we go. You're doing great, dude. Ooh, so nervous. 1, 2. Ooh, you scared me.
Before you cut in, there are kids in the house.
You want me to like cut the kid? Yeah! There's peer pressure.
All like half.
You
Talk to the kids.
talk to, yeah, of course. Sweet kids. Listen up. All the blades we're using today and in the movies are safe one way or the other, whether they're dull or even made out of like plastic. The people who set up the gags are professionals with training, so whatever you do, don't try this at home.
Do it at church.
I like that, actually, no corrections.
Careful, someone, DJ.
Oh yay, and beautiful standard definition. A star is born. 1, 2, 3! Yeah! He's a leader! Yeah!
It's in the skin.
That's in that
Is
arm!
it supposed to go in there?
Yeah!
Really?
No!
What should we do?
Take initiative, you're the host.
I'm a host. That's why I'm a host. I don't know how to do anything.
What are you doing?
This will sanitize. Does it burn?
I'm okay.
It burns when I put on my sores.
Is that a big arm?
Yeah, let me show you how we do it. Ta-da! First off, the blade is really metal, and it's, of course, not sharp. Looks sharp on camera, hopefully. Right behind the blade, this is the blood bulb. It's filled with the fake blood, corn syrup, red food coloring, and a drop of blue to give it a darker look. The big secret, though, of course, the blade itself, which has a little cutout that slides in and out of the handle. So as we're going across, that's pushed in at first, we drag it around, drop, pull back, looks like it's going in. This gag was developed by Tom Savini, very talented makeup artist out of Pennsylvania. Blade is not real, and DJ lives to see Uncle Jesse. He was awesome.
Was in the history of makeup artists at Universal. This goes back, I believe, 100 years ago.
I love it. I'm such a geek about it. Yeah, it's in the 1920s to makeup pioneer Lon Chaney, known as the man of 1,000 faces. He actually created all of his makeup for the monsters he played for Universal. Awesome Monsters, Phantom of the Opera, Hunchback of Notre Dame. Such a good actor. People believe for this scene here, he put bleach in his eye to make it white. which wasn't true. But one thing we do know, in The Hunchback, he wore a 20-pound hump and a harness that contorted his body so much he couldn't stand upright while filming. Even today, though, we kind of have to guess how he did this stuff. Like a magician, he was secretive about his techniques, took those secrets with him to his grave. But his legacy lived on in the coolest way. Phantom started this horror craze in the 30s, paving the way for new monsters and makeup artists. That's Jack Pierce, who did the makeup for such famous and well-known monsters like the Wolfman, the Mummy, Bride of Frankenstein, Carol Baskin, and Joe Exotic. He actually perfected his creatures by visiting places like morgues so he could get close and study dead bodies. Boris Karloff played one of my favorites, Frankenstein's monster. Hefty combination of rubber, plaster, mortician's wax, and 2 Hershey's Kisses. Can you find them? They stood 4 hours in the makeup chair to adhere the layers of cloth, mud, and bandages to Karloff's entire body. For the Mummy took 8 hours for just 10 minutes of screen time. Universal had some great monsters, but some of them weren't as popular. Like the Metaluna mutant who I love from this island Earth. No, to get away from me, Mr. Social Distance. 1968 came along, John Chambers changed the industry, used foam latex in the original Planet of the
I like
Apes.
that.
To this day, we use latex and use.
That scared me.
What, the alarm or getting caught?
The alarm.
How did you feel about getting caught? And what were you doing? Disinfecting your deceit? What is that?
I'm so used to spraying everything, I thought I should spray it because it made a noise.
Your only prerequisite to spray something is that it makes a noise?
Well, my mother's so weird about everything. I can't hardly touch it without covering her with saliva.
So you clean your mom like a cat. Like a cat.
Or she's too heavy to get into the tub.
Now, folks, it sounds like a joke, but that part was completely true. Completely.
I can't believe I said that.
You're the one who told me she wore a barrel to prom. I don't know what that means. What was happening over here? We're obviously having a laugh that you clearly did something with the curtain.
No. Something.
Plus your gloves are ripped because you won't take off your gypsy ring. You know, it's not a joke these trying times.
I'm saying this in case we run out of money, we can trade it, we can barter.
Oh, okay. Pretty good 10 spot for it. But what was going on with the curtain?
Something hit your curtain.
Was it your hand?
Don't wipe my hand, I have gloves on.
Was it your gloved hand?
No, it's what happened. Let me tell you what happened.
What happened, bud?
See this kid right here?
Yeah, you're pointing at him
He's
slightly.
cute, but this is what I saw. This is what I saw.
What are you doing? He's digging his nose under the...
He threw a hard booger, and hit the curtain. You know how I know it was a booger?
How did you know it was a booger?
I ate it.
Unintentionally, or did you pick
My
it up?
booger. And I throw it over there. Now I'm an alarm and then now he's joking.
Did you spin it in your hand to release the tannins?
No, I just...
You didn't whine that book? Dude! He is offended. I know this might be a comedic bit in your eyes, but you just told everyone in this room that this little dude in the glasses, who I'm sure is in some way related to Harry Potter, threw a very aerodynamic and tasty booger.
We all can vault on it.
Dude! Is it for real? Did you throw an aerodynamic, hard, tasty booger into the host's field of smell and taste? That kid, who I can tell even from here has the cleanest of nostril exhalations. Booger-free breathing. Said he didn't throw
I'm a booger
anything.
guy. I pick my nose a lot.
Oh! Okay. Is the part that's not true about the consistency of the booger, or the fact that you... And I'm sorry, you guys You pay your money to come here, you deserve better than this. I'm on Booger Patrol. I'm gonna let it go, because I don't know what happened. Besides, most of this was about you. I felt like you maybe weren't paying attention during that part. The video, what were we talking about?
You were telling everybody that it was about Planet of the Apes,
Oh.
1968, and then they used the Playtex.
Yeah, for real? Yeah, it's latex. Yeah, you said playtex. That's.
Oh, that's different.
Thank you. If you need help during the next video, ask our friends in the front. They know the difference. Thank you. He's actually going to ask you. Latex is a different way to bring a creature to life. I'm going to segue naturally to the next point of our automated cue list, to the Mummy. This remake that came out a little bit ago with Tom Cruise starred the lovely Sofia Boutella from the Star Trek film, one of the many sequels. Of course, any makeup design starts with the design phase itself. Once we figure out what we want it to look like, it's usually put into a sculpted form, later used as reference in the actual makeup room. One look she had in the movie, these little runic symbols had to be glued on. Easy, but meticulous. To get it perfect for continuity took almost 2 hours from the neck up. Then they created large silicone pieces, like big temporary tattoos with this ink-infused glue embedded into them, so the artist could more easily apply the thousands of other symbols to cover the rest of her body. I love this actual footage of how fast they had to get it done. That's before getting her into costume. So of course the morning starts with makeup, then the 1-hour costume application, and of course Miss Boutella and her stunt double Lucy Cork in the black shirt went through this process over and over during filming, but in the end I think it looked pretty cool on the big old screen. Yeah, I love seeing makeup artists surprise an audience. That's always the intention. But big names that stand out are like Tom Savini, who did The Knife at the top of our show. Rick Baker, who we didn't mention yet, but he's won 7 Academy Awards, which is more than 6. He won for Wolfman. Yeah, he won for Grinch. You love the movies. Ed Wood, Harry and the Hendersons.
Men in Black.
Never Interrupt Me Again or I'll Kick You in the Throat. 1981. His very first Academy Award winner is this. I love this movie. It's so good. It's funny. It's scary. It's an American Werewolf in London. It won Rick Baker the first Academy Award ever given for special makeup effects. Actor David Naughton transforms in front of our very eyes without computer effects or camera tricks into a very convincing and creepy American Werewolf in London. So
It's a great movie. If you've never seen it, find it, watch it. You'll love it. But when you're watching a movie and the werewolf is growing, you don't see a lot of editing. How was that accomplished? I believe 40 years ago.
Come right this way. Try not to let your ripped gloves slow down your aerodynamics. Check it out. Rick Baker pioneered the art of mechanical creature effects. He created the Chango head, so instead of the actor under the makeup, when it started to transform, these guys did the work. It's a mold of the actor, but with moving sections driven by pneumatics.
Pneumatics. Air pressure.
Air pressure, indeed, makes it move, which gives life to the latex masks we stretch over the skulls. These are really from the movie. We've, of course, fixed them up through the years. To get it from human to wolf took 7 of these in slight progression, but beautifully detailed. Skin, porcelain dentures, real human hair.
Real hair?
Yeah.
Where do you get real hair from? There's no way all of that hair was growing on there.
Thanks, jerk.
Jerk. You still use this practical makeup today?
Yeah, in fact, nowadays we can even blend this kind of stuff with CGI.
And CGI is computer-generated imagery.
Indeed. Actually, one more clippy if that's cool.
Roll it!
Sometimes mechanical effects or traditional makeup won't give a movie what it needs, even if it's simply for time or budget. So we'll use computers to bring our babies to life. What you're seeing here is an animatic of the Mummy. It's a computer-generated creature, of course. Now, for the detail, other than the look of it, the movement matters so much. So we had Miss Boutella, our Mummy, wear this special digital capture bodysuit. That way her physicality and characterization could be acted out into the computer and thereby animate the existing creature all in real time. Now whether you're computer team, makeup, costume, even special treated janitor, you have something like this to refer back to just to make sure your work matches everything in the end. I love seeing computers and makeup together. It's cool, but like any movie, you have to have great story, directing, acting, and crew. In this case, Mummy comes to life in a very dramatic new way. Yeah.
That's it, Martin!
That was fun. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Dude, we want to see what you're hiding behind your
We got a couple minutes, yeah. Do you want to run the power? Actually,
What?
I just had an idea. It's fun for the host of Evolve. Put on the vest with the high voltage input.
It's high voltage?
It's like low voltage. What's the issue?
I'm metal from here down. I'm not gonna go electricity to that.
Don't brag that you're a wussy Terminator. Just put it on. Metal down, bravery up then, I say. Hey, who are we supposed to use?
You know who?
Deej!
Let's hear for Deej again!
DJ, wait! Now we're good.
We're gonna get to some stuff.
Yeah, give him some welcome, Purell. It may be a blank bottle, folks, but we know our Purell cloudiness. Deej, if you would, please put on this vest and glove and helmet. Deej, with just like a little less attitude. I said it as a joke, but you're strong and I'm sorry. Deej is wearing an ergonomic Gonyo Kineta telemetric input device. Basically, it's a high-tech puppet controller. Sensors and gyroscopes will relay DJ's movements into the creature I've created for the kid. No! The glove first! Sorry, off microphone. What are you doing? Sorry. You okay there, Black Lung? Sorry, I got frustrated. Just Fuller House was a disappointment. Let's turn this on. Drum roll. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the past 7 months of work. I'm proud to present to you, Eddie! Thank you, sweet crowd. He looks good under the lights.
Asking us for a children's show?
Indeed. He's for, hopefully, we get it approved. The last episode of Dora the Explorer. It's live action, of course. Dora learns to run muy rapido. That's German. Now, the best DJ's where I won't control Eddie, so when DJ with the attitude moves, Eddie will move. When I turn on the power, you're gonna feel, I don't want to scare you. I don't know how to explain. When you wake up, both your girlfriends will have moved on. Let's do this. Let's turn on the powie. Ooh, zappers.
You got shot?
Through the glove.
Dude, your lights up looking weird and you just got shot. Maybe we should cut this.
What are you doing?
We'll cut this.
I know, but there's social distance and this is awkward.
We have a freaking mask and a mask on.
And gloves. But yours are ripped. Perfect. Guess I'm not sunburn. I hope someone sends a picture.
His head just looks like a mommy.
What were you saying? That's a Rogaine patch? Fine. Let's do this each. As a group. Let's do the arm. Check it out. You ever have a job where you hate your coworker, DJ? I just wondered. Like, does your coworker ever wear, like, stupid blazers from 1990? It looks like he's in a permanent shrug because of his thick shoulder pads. Made from 2 little baby
If he
grit
gets
pillows.
on that stage and comes
So even a
after
gyroscope in the helmet, there's a like a compass in your phone if you want to take like a valve, like a. Is that for real? Smells like off-brand muscle milk. That's just great, thank you. Power is off. It worked! What do you think about the telemetry? Give him another squirt of off-brand Purell.
Or a sanitizer for you. Let's hear for DJ!